Hi, it's Granny Zanny here to tell you a story about her life. What I'm going to tell you about today is an incident that happened out at the Travis County Jail Complex in Del Valle, Texas, which is right outside Austin. Now, the story is simply unusual. I mean, jail is boring and there's really not that much to it. But what made it unusual was that I was there when this chick named Lisa tried to escape. Now, this jail is pretty secure. There's been some escapes, but they were usually a bit thought out and all that. This jail has that super tall cyclone fence with 2 rows, double row concertina razor wire. Well, I was manacled to that chick when we took the bus from Booking out to Del Valle. And then she also ended up in my pod. At that time, for minimum security prisoners, they had 4 T-shacks, 2 for men, 2 for women, A, B, C, D. And so at rec time, they would bring the 2 female pods out together so the guards could visit, and then the chicks could just walk around and visit, have somebody else to talk to. Well, that chick that I had been manacled to, on the way out there, she goes, when we passed that razor wire, she goes, "Do you think that would cut you?" And I said, "Yes, that would cut you." Thinking, something's wrong with her right now. Who knows what she's coming off of, right? Okay, well, like I said, she was in my tank. Well, all night she was awake. I know this because I was kicking, so I was awake all night. She was sitting up on the top bunk, and her eyes were like hoot owls. I mean, just pupils completely blown. We go down to rec the next day, and the 2 guards are visiting. There's like a picnic table. The 2 guards are visiting. Chicks are walking around or maybe shooting a couple of hoops. Me and Jennifer and that other chick, Lisa, we're standing over underneath this oak tree, you know, just looking outside the fence at Free World. And that chick goes, she looks at us, she goes, "You think that would cut you?" And I said, "Girl, that would cut you so bad." She looked at Jennifer, she looked at me, and she goes, "I'm going for it." And she peels off around that building. And me and Jennifer just look at each other in shock, because we don't want to be part of no escape attempt, like we were help planned it, or they can do weird stuff. So we went over and sat down. Of course, we did go sit where we could see the show. And the show began. Now, at that time, there was not as much professionalism in the Travis County system, so there were a lot of overweight, pudgy guys. And the klaxons are blaring, and wee-yaw, everything's going off. Every kind of siren you can imagine. And all these fat, doughy, fat guys. I'm talking about 350-pounders, you know, big guys. Right? Okay, well, there's this real fit, athletic lady sergeant. You know she's ex-military. She comes by them all the way from the other side of the complex. A few acres, right? And she's still in perfect form, breathing through her nose. And we're all going, "Go, Sergeant Edgerton, go, go." Anyway, they get over to the chick. They can't get her down. She's stuck up between them double rows. She couldn't go ahead and get over the top. It was cutting her too bad. They had to get the cherry picker to come, literally cut the concertina wire out to get her down in the cherry picker, take her to Brackenridge Hospital with the razor wire still in her so the doctors could remove it. Now, in these T-shack barracks, just as a side note, 2 of them were male, 2 female. Well, all the females were sitting where they told us, "Sit, don't move." We did. But all the guys, because that girl, that razor wire shredded her britches off, right? And they don't give you anything but jail pants and a jail shirt. You don't get to have any unders. And so she's hanging there with her rear end exposed. So at all these little windows, T-shack windows, there's like 4 guy faces in each one. It was pretty funny for a boring day at the Travis County Correctional Complex.